Greetings. Going to talk about the age of accelerated transformation, but maybe, at least for me, the most important part. That's humans. That's us. Now, of course, some people, when they talk about AI, they talk about, well, there's not going to be any need for humans as the technology such as AI grow. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe that. I will continue to, and somebody may try to prove me wrong, and maybe I'll be wrong, but for now, I'm quite sure that humans are an essential part of this age of accelerated transformation. We, you, me, us, we are part, and we must assert our part in this dynamic age where technology is in some ways ruling what we do and how we think. So let's talk about this a little bit, and we'll talk about it in the framework of human in the loop. Human in the loop. Well, what are we talking about? We're talking about humans as part of technological advancement. Humans who use technology. But here's the word I want you to always keep in your mind. Humans working with technology. Not the other way around, technology working with humans. No, it's humans with technology. Yes, that says we direct the outcomes for technology. Now, I know as we talk about even things like AI agents, we're talking about technology without human intervention. But who sets up the agent? It should be us. Who monitors the agent? It should be us. Okay, I know in a multi-agentic framework, you may have a controlling or managing agent, but once again, who should be in charge of the managing or controlling agent? It should be humans. Okay, I don't want to get off on a philosophical argument. I'm here to talk mostly on the role of humans in the age of accelerated transformation. Despite accelerated technologies, we provide critical oversight, ethical judgment, and yes, contextual decision-making. And so far, machines can't do. That contextual understanding is something we provide. So when we think about this and we continue to talk about this, we provide, I want us to really think about this oversight, okay? This oversight. We must be the ones who look at how the technology is functioning. For example, people are concerned about students using AI and writing papers and doing quizzes and tests and these types of things. And one of the appeals that I try to make to students is, do you want the machine to replace you? And the way to be replaced by a machine is to turn all of your thinking over to the machine. If you develop your thinking and then work with the machine, the technology, well, now that's good because now that's strengthening your capability. Because remember, we want to start first with you, and then the technology. Seems pretty simple, but that's an important point, I believe, for us to think about as technology continues to evolve. And yes, we want to think about our roles. What is it that maybe the machines do better? Maybe what is it that AI does better than us? Should we turn that over to AI? Summarizing your email, is that something you do really well? Well, if you do, great. But for many of us, summarizing the email we get in the morning is not something that we look forward to doing. If the AI can do that better than us, turn it over. Hey, let's ask ourselves, what is the best work for us? What is the best work for the AI? And one more time, we should direct the work for the AI, not the AI direct the work for us. The AI, using that as a specific technology, informs us, helps us, supports us. yes, can make decisions, sometimes decisions on its own, but it should be accountable to us. So as you think about again, the human in the loop, we are talking about human-computer collaboration. Now, this is somewhat uncomfortable for some people, but it is collaboration. You are working with. You cannot say, okay, I can do it all by myself without. Okay, can you work without the internet? Can you work without your cell phone? Can you work without your computer? If you can, wonderful. But since we do rely on these technologies, once again, we have to think from a collaboration mindset, which means that we bring something to the table. We bring the oversight, our role should be clear in our working with, and we expect the accountability from the technology, which also says that for those of us working with AI, computers, hey, we should, yes, expect those technologies, that's for the developers out there, to align with our ethical frameworks, humans' ethical frameworks. I know this is somewhat philosophical, but I really think we need to hear and think about these things on a continuous basis. Because you see, you realize we can do creative problem solving with machines. Yes, use machines to help us in problem solving. We should use the machines to help us in training and development. Yes, use the technology to help you develop, to grow. But remember, when it comes to the decisions, and I'm going to put that over this here, we make the decisions for the technology. The technology does not make the decisions for us. The technology informs us, yes, but we have to keep our place. What are we doing? We are co-evolving. Yes, as the technology is evolving, we have to evolve too. We cannot stay the same. We have to recognize the acceleration, transformation component of the technology and grow with the technology. And then last point, we want to make sure that we maintain humanity. Now, this could be an entire video conversation of what does it mean to be human? What makes humans different than AI? What makes humans the primary, most important part of the equation of the age of accelerated transformation? Well, I'll just leave it at that by saying that humans must be in the loop in our development of technology, in our utilization of technology, in our deployment of technology. Humans must be number one so that we maintain our ability to make decisions, maintain our ability to have oversight, our ability to have a role in technological activity. And yes, we are the ones that can hold it accountable. And finally, yes, we will impose our ethics on the technology. Maybe you don't agree with this, but I'm going to get it out there because in the age of accelerated transformation, we need to have lots of conversations about this. I'm not saying my voice is the only voice or the right voice or anything like that, but I'm saying all of us should be talking about this on a continuous basis because we never want this to occur where technology becomes one and we become number two. Human in the loop. Let's stay there. Thank you.